guys, today I'll be showing you how to make a basket. Let's get right into it. The materials list. First, you will need some t-shirt yarn. Typically, a normal yarn basket uses like a skein, maybe 2. Sometimes it uses 4. So I'm not surprised if this one is going to use like 50 skeins. You will also need a 12mm crochet hook. You can also use a 10 or an 8 or what's recommended on your yarn. You will also need a pair of scissors. If you really want to step out the game, then you should get a pair of yarn snippers. Yarn snippers are very handy. They just snip your yarn in a few seconds. So you'll need a pair of scissors. Make sure your scissors got good. You will also need a yarn needle. I have a metal one. You can use a plastic one. You'll also need some stitch markers. You can have them locking or not locking, however you prefer. But I prefer having some locking stitch markers. Okay, so let's get right into the tutorial. You are gonna start with a slip knot on your hook. So I need to remember how I made this. Was it like that? Yeah, it was like that. So you're gonna take your yarn, you're gonna wrap it around your two fingers. Then you're gonna grab your hook. No, that's wrong. I am really not working today. My brain doesn't want to work. So 1 second. That. Yeah, so you're gonna start like this. Start by grabbing your yarn, putting it right there, putting like that over your fingers, then putting that yarn like that. Then you're gonna go under this piece of yarn. Then you're gonna grab your working yarn, and you've got your slip knot. And now we're gonna start. You can start with chain 4, like I'm gonna do, but you can also start with a magic ring. But I see that magic rings open up really quickly for me, so I'm not gonna use a magic ring. So I'm gonna use chain 4. You can use a chain 4 like this, or you can use a chain 4 by joining it in the round. I prefer to use my chain 4 if I'm not joining it in the round. I prefer using it like this, so you work into the first chain you made. So that's how I'm gonna be showing it in this tutorial today. Man, my yarn is tangled. Come on, yarn, work. I've got some bills to pay. Sorry for that yarn right there. Okay, so we got our 4 chains. We're gonna double crochet, and if you joined it in the round, you're gonna make 3 chains. But I prefer to use it like this. So you're gonna take your yarn, you're gonna yarn over, gonna locate the first chain you made, and you're gonna do double crochet in there. Double crochet is a yarn over, insert your hook into the spot you want to make the double crochet in, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then you're gonna yarn over and pull through 2 loops on your hook, and do that again, and boom, you've made double crochet. And now we're gonna make, let me just think about it. Yeah, we're gonna make 5, and this chain 3 you did counts as double crochet. So this is my 3rd double crochet, 4th double crochet, and 5th double crochet. My god, my yarn is really naughty today. That is some 5 double crochets, and you're gonna join them in the round. So you're gonna locate the 3rd chain you made. So you're gonna look right here, this first chain, 2nd chain, and this 3rd chain. You're gonna slip stitch into that 3rd chain. A slip stitch is you insert your hook where you want to make the slip stitch, then you yarn over, you pull up a loop, you take that loop, and you pull it through the loops on your hook. It's a bit naughty today. My yarn wants to get curled up on itself. And now we're gonna make a chain 3. Remember, a chain 3 is a yarn over and pull through. I got my chain 3. And we're gonna work into this first one. Then we're gonna do increases in every single stitch. So we're gonna insert my hole. So we're gonna do 1 double crochet, and an increase is 2 double crochets or more in one spot. So 2 double crochet. We're gonna do a little bit of a small increase in every single stitch. We're gonna do this. So yarn over, insert my hook, pull up a loop, pull through 2, and pull through 2 again. And do that again in the same spot. And then do that with this one as well. Okay, yeah, so t-shirt yarn can be a little hard, so I don't recommend this for beginners. I recommend this for advanced beginners. Working with t-shirt yarn and doing basket projects. So that's what I recommend. I recommend working with cotton if you're a beginner. It might be a bit scratchy, but it's gonna be so much better than working with t-shirt yarn. T-shirt yarn is very hard to work with. So now we're gonna do another increase in here. Some people do their increases as chains, but I don't really like that method because then you get gaps. So that's another increase. Just gonna be increasing till the end of the round. Yeah, I'm very sorry about that wiggle. I don't have the best camera set up right now. So we're gonna just keep going like that in every single stitch we have left. I'll join you when I'm at the end. Okay, so once you're at the end, you're gonna again join into the third chain you made. This is the first chain, second chain, and third chain. You're gonna join with a slip stitch. It's a slip stitch again. Is you insert your hook into the spot you want the slip stitch from. You yarn over, pull up a loop. You take that loop and you pull it through the loop on your hook. And you're going to do the same thing you did for this round. So you're going to do an increase in every single one of these stitches. So you're going to do a chain 3. And you're going to insert your hook into the first spot. And do an increase. So I'll join you once I'm done with this round. Again, an increase is 2 double crochets in the same spot. So I will join you once I'm done with this. Okay, so once you're done with the round, it might be curling up on itself, but that's absolutely fine. And you're gonna again join in the third chain you made. So this is the first chain right there. Let me share it with my tapestry needle. This is the first chain you made. This one. First loop of a chain, second loop of a chain. So that's the first chain you made. This is the second chain you made. There are the 2 loops. This is the third chain you made. So you're gonna join in the third chain with a slip stitch again. So I do recommend this for advanced beginners, not just for beginners. Most of my patterns are beginner friendly, but this one is more for an advanced beginner. So if you are just a beginner, I recommend starting trying to work with t-shirt yarn. And if t-shirt yarn doesn't work for you, then this is not the pattern for you. T-shirt yarn is pretty fun to work with, by the way. Okay, so we chain 3, and this time, instead of doing an increase in every single stitch, we're gonna do one normal stitch and then an increase stitch. Repeat that all the way around. You should be ending on an increase stitch, and yeah, I'm gonna be making a medium-sized basket for this tutorial. I'm gonna list all the sizes of baskets and how many rows you need to make for each size. But yeah, you're just gonna continue, but this you're just gonna repeat this round until you have the amount of rows needed for your size basket. So we're again gonna count 3 chains up, 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna slip stitch into that one. And then I got the bottom of my basket. I'm making a medium-sized basket. You can make a small, large, an extra small, and 2x large, a 3x large. Just to make it, I'm gonna list it down below in the description of how many rows you need for the bottom and how many rows you need for the upper section. For me, I am done because I'm making a medium-sized basket, and we are making double crochets. This time we're gonna make single crochets. You might be like, what are single crochets? Tell me what are single crochets. And of course I'm gonna tell you. So we're gonna chain 1 and we're gonna single crochet. A single crochet, we don't yarn over, we place our hook under, most of the time it's under 2 loops, but we have to do it only under the first loop. Or if you want this to be the bottom and this tail to be the side that's facing up, then we're gonna go ahead and do it in this loop. Let me show this. This is dark yarn, I'm very sorry about it. So most of the time you would place your hook under both of these loops. This time we're only gonna place it under the back loop. So we're gonna do a single crochet back loop only. Or if you decide this is gonna be the underside of my basket, then we're gonna do a front loop only. So I'm deciding this is gonna be inside of my basket, so I'm gonna be doing a back loop only. Single crochet. A single crochet, you insert your hook into the stitch you want to make the single crochet in. You yarn over, you pull up a loop. You don't do a slip stitch. A slip stitch is you're gonna take this loop and you're gonna pull it through that. No, we're not doing that. We're yarning over again and pulling through those 2 loops. Easy, right? So we're gonna do a back loop or front loop only, single crochet all the way around. So join me once you're done. Once you're done with the row, you're gonna see I recommend that you put a stitch marker at the start of your row, but you can do it whatever you want. So here's the start of my row, here's the end of my row. I've done my last single crochet. Now we're gonna slip stitch into the first single crochet we made. Then we're gonna chain 1 and we're gonna do normal single crochets all the way around. And just a simple single crochet is you're just gonna insert your hook, pull up a loop, and pull through the loops on your hook. So you're gonna do that all the way around. For the size I am going to be making, so yeah, you're gonna repeat. So you're just gonna make single crochets until you reach the height you want. So because I'm making a medium-sized blanket and a medium size by height, so that means I'm gonna be doing, let me just think about it, I just forgot, it got out of my head. I'm gonna be doing 10 rounds for a small by height sized basket, you're going to be doing only 5 rows, and for a high basket, for the high basket, for in the height, where a high basket, you're going to be doing 15 rows, 15 to 20. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to be so those are the rounds that we're going to be doing, and join me back once you're done with all of those rounds. So for the sake of this tutorial, I'm not going to go up all the way to 10 rows. I'm just going to show you guys right now what you're about to do. You chain 1, you keep working until you think, I want to start as the straps. Not like the straps, but the things you hold it with, so you pick it up and you have it like this. Understand what I mean? So you single crochet till the point you were like, I want to start the first one. And whenever you're like, I want to start the first one, how big do you want it to be? You want it to be 3 stitches? Do you want it to be 5 stitches? Do you want it to be 10 stitches? As many as you want. So you're gonna look, how many stitches do I want? And that many chains. So how many stitches do you want? For the sake of this tutorial, I'm gonna go for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we single crochet into to the 6th one. And then we got a little strap where you can hold it. So you're gonna do this on the other side too. And then for the next row, join me back when you're at one of the straps in the next row. And then once you're done with the row, and you're supposed to add the second strap. So that's when you single crochet till the point you're at the strap, and then you're gonna single crochet like this. So you're not gonna single crochet into the chains, you're just gonna single crochet like that. I'm using a different color to show you guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you're gonna keep single, and you're not gonna skip anything. You're just gonna keep single crocheting, and then once you're right here again, there's something in my eye. And then once you're right here again, you're just gonna yeah. So this is the first row. You're gonna make 2 more. Oh, my eye, that hurts. So you're gonna make 2 more rows above this. So you're gonna go like this, and you're gonna keep making rows above this. So you're gonna make 2 more. For every single size, it's the same. So you're gonna make 2 more. But if you don't want straps, you just can leave it without straps. Why am I saying straps all the time? So you're just gonna, afterwards, you're just gonna single crochet up here. And yeah, that's literally how you do it. And then when you want to fasten off, you just chain 2, cut your yarn, and pull up the loop, and pull tight on this. Once you want to fasten off, you just chain 2, cut your yarn, pull out the loop, and just like that, you got a little secure knot. I don't know if the camera can handle this. So yeah, that's how you make a basket. I really recommend using stitch markers. If you were going with me and you weren't using stitch markers, how you're still alive. And afterwards we're just gonna weave in the ends on it. So we're gonna take your end, thread it to the through the tapestry needle. My god, I can't talk. Thread through your tapestry needle and go through some stitches. So you're just gonna take it like this and you're gonna go through some stitches. Just grab your needle and go through some stitches. Go through some stitches. Yeah, go like that. It might be a little hard to pull it up. I like to push it. Push it out as much as you can, and then you're just gonna slide the loops off of it, and then you can pull through. It's a bit hard. I'm sorry if my hands are going off screen. Okay, that one's not gonna work out. So then you pull through, then you take out your tapestry needle, then you cut the yarn again, and then boom, you have weaved in your end. So do that for all of the ends. So thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you guys so much for hitting 11 subscribers. I don't know, maybe it's more right now, but thank you guys so much for hitting 11. I thought we would stay like at 1 and that's it. So thank you guys so much for that. It's 10 more than I expected. Maybe now it's a lot more. I don't know. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!